Okay, so before we go ahead and talk about if you should summon on the actual 1000-year Blood War banner or not, here is what you guys can pretty much expect starting tomorrow once we get the 1000-year Blood War banner to drop. We are going to be getting a free 1000-year Blood War character from a single in which you are going to be guaranteed any 1000-year Blood War character. And the crazy thing about this free single is that it's not just all the older 1000-year Blood War characters, but they have included the new Ichigo, Chad, and Uryu, and not to mention they even decided to slap in Yamamoto, Aizen, and Yuhabaha. So already you can basically pull any one of these 48,000-year Blood War characters that you have from this single. So big selection here, and for new players trying to get started, if you guys do want to go ahead and re-roll your accounts and just try to keep going until you get either the new characters or even Yamamoto, even Daddy Ichigo and Mummy Rukia for that matter of fact, you guys can go ahead and do so because this is actually really nice. And the crazy thing is that this lasts until December 31st, so a lot of time to get this single done. So make sure you guys do that. And if you guys are trying to start a brand new account, this is also a nice way to start your account. The free multis are going to be dropping a day after the banner, and ×2 fragments is now a thing. So for those of you guys that actually dislike farming chronicle quests because of how tedious it is, you guys can actually do so now, and you can actually start farming those fragments from the 16th all the way up to the 24th of October. So yeah, already really nice. This is looking to be one of the best months for the actual game as a whole, despite it not being an anniversary event. So with that being said and done, let's just go ahead and start the video. So play my intro.
無駄だと言っているんだ。
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy the Dash Smasher, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video. And should you guys summon on the brand new 1000-year Blood War banner? The answer is an immediate yes, because all three of these characters are actually really good to have. They can actually pierce Iron Skid except for Chad, and you also have some pretty good fillers to pull from. But that being said, the main drawback is the fact of the matter that this is going to be a 7-step format and not the usual 25 steps like you would expect for every end of the month gacha. So basically the same format as Anniversary, 6% for a featured, 2% for an unfeatured, and every time you do the 7th step, you're always spending 250 orbs, no discounts, no guarantees. It's just step 6 in which you're going to be guaranteed a 5-star character. So it's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. But that being said, the way of how they made the banners is that it's gonna last longer than normal because of the fact that the anime is going to be coming back this month of October. So 1000-year Blood War round 16 will be out from September 30th and will last until October 31st. So when do the individuals come out? Well, funny enough, the individual banners are coming a lot later, and some of them will even coexist with the main banner being out. The biggest example being Uryu and Ichigo, and the duration is pretty much going to be the same as any other individual banner, which is basically going to be for a week. So Uryu's banner is going to be out from the 20th up until the 27th, Ichigo's banner from the 27th to the 3rd of November, and then Chad's banner from the 3rd of November to the 10th of November. And all three of these individual banners are actually pretty good because now they're actually starting to feature arena characters, and there's a bit more good seasonals that you guys can actually pull from this. So really damn nice. It's pretty damn good to see a nice change from the previous individual banners, especially Spirits Are Forever with You, because goddamn they were garbage. So which banner should you guys prioritize? I would easily say to prioritize the main banner because it's mainly going to be filled with 1000-year Blood War characters, and you're going to have to wait a very good long while until the individual banners come out. So yeah, do keep that in mind. And I'm mainly going to be breaking down what's in the main banner because it is going to be 12 characters, and then as for the individual banners, I'm just going to break them down pretty damn easily. All you guys really need to know is that individual banners will feature a mix of seasonals and premiums, while the main banner, it's all 1000-year Blood War characters. So with that being said, let's just start off with the individuals first. Uryu's banner has to pretty much be by far one of the best individual banners to come out first, because of the fact that they featured White Day Aizen, which is a must-have for melee Espada GQ because he basically has the exact same multipliers as Abirama and is more meant to be used in melee Espada GQ. So even getting this guy 1 out of 5 will literally mean that he'll surpass a max transcended Fierce Battle Yoruichi or Fierce Battle Renji. So getting your hands on this character is gonna be in your favor, and he's also a nat 30% link, and the way of how he plays is pretty much just like Yuha, basically, without the boost. So pretty good character, no status elements unfortunately, but he hits really hard. Arena Tsukishima, really good character. He has a beam on first, the second being the shockwave, and the third is full screen. High multipliers, drain on everything, you cannot go wrong with this character. And Stark is just a Senkaman character, nothing else. He's really not useful for anything. And now taking a look at Ichigo's banner, I do want to say it's not as good as Uryu in terms of value, but it's still pretty nice because you have yourself a really good arena character that can actually counter Bruno in arena, and outside of that, you can use him just fine for melee no affiliation guild quests since he is a flurry character and can hit pretty hard. He cannot boost, but he does have long reach, he does have a high bruiser, you cannot go wrong with that, and the way of how he plays is basically like White Zangetsu, so not that bad. And then Spirit Society Ichigo. This character is mainly an IT character and unfortunately is only gonna be good when the enemies are hollows, since he does have the increased status ailment chance against them, and the way of how he plays is that he's basically Christmas Noel but with Frenzy +2, and his second Tron attack is slightly worse than Noel, so good for IT, but outside of ITs in which are different enemies and he doesn't have killer activated, he's really not going to be the best character to play as. So yeah, and then Baragan, just a okay-ish melee Espada killer, but realistically speaking, he's really not that good because I reviewed him max transcended and he was pretty whack, I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty bad. And lastly, Chad's individual banner is also actually quite good because you have yourself another GQ unit, which is gonna be good for melee Soul Reaper if you're not doing the nuke runs. It's gonna be Chad, he can actually boost on the second Tron attack, he basically plays like Moe in terms of hit, I could be wrong. Oh wait, he has a beam on first, but like, it don't matter. The only problem is that he lacks long reach, he lacks guard break, he's just basically a GQ character. And then you have this Mind Jackie right here, which has read no affiliation dodges, so you can actually use her for the likes of Transcendence quests. And then Arena Okiora is just a really good tech Soul Reaper killer if you don't happen to have the likes of Art Book Ichigo, because he has the Shotgun Blast on first, the SA2 is going to be the same SA2 as Ukone, and then the third Tron attack is the 1170 in front. So he's not a bad character to use at all, and bro, I'm going to have to 5-5 this character sooner or later. I'm literally missing only one copy, so yeah. The individual banners are pretty good, and obviously you want to summon for them after you're done with the main banner, and if you happen to pretty much miss one of the few characters that you need from the actual banner. So with that being said, it's time to break down the main banner. And I figure it's time we started off with the main three characters being Ichigo, Chad, and Uryu. So starting it off with Ichigo, he's definitely going to be contender of one of the best characters that we have in the game because of the amount of multipliers that he has, and of course being able to pierce Iron Skin. Now that being said, him lacking status elements only means that he is not going to be as optimal as you would expect him to be, especially in guild quests, where you want the character to inflict status elements and you want to basically get yourself a really good run. So at the very least, you're going to mainly use him as a side unit if you don't have, per se, the likes of, I want to say, 7th Anniversary Ichigo, for that matter of fact. But that being said, he's still really good because he has Frenzy +2, Havoc at 20%, hit underground enemies plus Pierce Iron Skin, really damn good because it means that at 1 of 5, he's going to basically be doing the job of a 5/5 character in IT, like as if it's nothing, which is crazy. Marauder, meaning that he has guard break and nullify melee resistance, shared complete status immunity, so immune to every status element, and is also going to be sharing a partial status immunity for 10 seconds. Spinner +2 has 2 flash ups. A Bruiser 40, which is a throwaway skill, could have easily been replaced with the likes of Stamina Recovery, in my opinion. Oh wait, he already has that, right? Oh, he already has that. Yeah, could have been easily replaced with Weakened Defense, I'm gonna be honest here. And he also has the damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment 100%. So this guy, as long as the enemies are not affected by a status ailment, he's gonna do 100% more damage. This guy's freaking cracked. Like, he has Frenzy +2 as well. Right, he's easily the hardest hitting unit in the game. Don't at me, like, literally, don't at me, bro. It's stupid, he's cracked. And the crazy thing is, he also has Long Stride as well as Read All Affiliation dodges. So, already really good for Transcendence quests, he is going to be future-proofed. and also has stamina recovery on his innate abilities, really damn good, because when you give him full stamina damage boost via the bonus abilities, once you move to the next area of the map, you will basically be able to get your health back and also help out your teammates as well. And bro, the crazy thing is, we all thought that the SA2 was gonna be the cross-shaped attack, but no. But first, hold on. SA1 is gonna be the 3K length beam, so same SA1 as 6th anniversary Aizen. SA2 1080 radius. This is a first. And lads, this is basically Champion World Xylopodo's SA3, but as an SA2. Mayuri's SA3, given with Havoc, and as an SA2. Baragon's SA3, given with Havoc, but as an SA2. And then the third strong attack, breaking 1200 radius. Lads, this is like one of the first few units to have 2 full screen attacks, and you have a really short cooldown as well. I know this power of Baragon was technically the first unit in the game to get 2 full screen strong attacks, being the SA2 and the SA3, as you guys can see right here, but the main difference is that Baragon actually had a debuff on the SA2, meaning that you would not be able to spam it as often. Ichigo doesn't have that, it's a straight attack, and you're just gonna be able to use this every 8 seconds. Think about it, it's freaking broken, as well as the third strong attack, which you can use it from every 13 to 12 seconds. Yeah, this character is literally one of the best characters in the game. Just not for guild quests, but for everything PvE related. My goodness, I want to say he's surpassed Aizen. Honestly, he already surpassed Aizen. Maybe Yama? I don't know about Yama. I'm definitely gonna do a who's better video between Ichigo and Aizen though, I'll say that much. Oh, and the killers, he has Oranker and no affiliation, so really damn good. Like, no complaints about that. And now Uryu. This character is going to be a Soul Reaper and Captain Killer, so you can use him for the likes of Captain GQ. And they made this character pretty damn broken as well, and he also has Pierced Iron Skin. So, so let's just take a look at everything else. He has Frenzy +1, so already a bit weaker, but hold on. Berserker of 60%. Technique Attribute Character Strong Attack Damage of 20%. Full Stamina Damage Boost of 20%. Okay, he already has 100% increased damage with Frenzy +1. Also has Guard Break with Pierced Iron Skin, Speed Droplet Drop 30%, Speed Link Slot Potion +5, and Super Speed Link Slot Potion +5. So yeah, basically making him the ultimate farmer, and it's just gonna be hitting really damn hard. He's already gonna be better than both Artbook Ichigo, Safri Retsu, and Roka in IT, just because of the fact that he can pierce Iron Skin, and he's just gonna be your best farmer to use at the end of the day. Now, that being said, I personally would have replaced the freaking Bruiser with Nullify Ranged Resistance, and his kit is actually pretty good as well. Like, let's just take a look at everything else. Oh yeah, the innate abilities, he also has Havoc, Sprinter, and Team Party Stamina Recovery, which is actually really damn good. SA1 750 AoE in front, it's the same SA1 as Spirits Are Forever With You Yoruichi right here, so really damn good. You cannot go wrong with that. SA2 is gonna be just the Homing Vortex, so sadly it's not the 960 into Homing Vortex, but considering you're gonna have Iron Skin being completely nullified thanks to the skill that he has, it's not even that problematic. You'll actually be able to do a bit more now, and yeah, it's the same SA2 as Roka and Shunsui for that matter of fact, and then the SA3 is gonna be full screen. But yeah, this video is busted. If these 3,000 year Bloodwar characters are actually limited, which I'm assuming they are, even though they do look like they're gonna be premium characters, this may be the best limited Uryu that we have in the game, finally. Jesus Christ. And the crazy thing is that he's tech again. This is like the third Uryu that we got in a row that is tech. That just happened to pretty much be outside the premium pool, literally speaking. So, yeah. And then up next is Chad. This character is mainly going to be for PvP, but for autoing, he's actually not going to be too bad to use. And for Guild Quest, you can actually make a use out of him, but like he has Captain and Sturm Raider Killer. Personally, I think he should have gotten no affiliation killer, but I think it works because let's say we do get a Sturm Raider in the future that is going to be a PvP character. Chad will actually have a bit more of a chance against him or her, depending on what kind of character it is. But yeah, taking a look at everything else, Flurry +1, so unfortunately he doesn't have Flurry +2, but he does have the damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment of 100%, so the same skill as Ichigo. Has Berserker 60. I mean, you're not really going to do much with that, but I can kind of see that in PvE it's going to work when running him hybrid, because this plus this, I'm kind of curious about this, I'm not going to lie. Also has Bruiser, just like Yuha Waha. He also has the same half stamina only skill as Yuha and Kuryoshiki, decreased damage taken of 50%, can prevent last ditch survival in PvP, and also has Enhancer, Guard Break plus hit hidden enemy, so they also made him good in PvE, Long Reach plus 20%, and also has Pierce Barrier, so yeah. Pretty damn stacked in terms of skills, if I do say so myself. Like, it's not that bad. And he also has Poise, Sprint plus 1, and Weaken Immunity, so I think I would have preferred having Paralysis Immunity, I have to be honest. But it is what it is. And the kit doesn't really matter all that much because he has a lunge on the SA1. Oh wait, he has the 625 radius lunge? Oh, it's the same lunge as Ichigo. Okay, I was like, what the hell? Has the 800 AoE in front, and then the third strong attack is full screen. I'm not gonna say that the strong attacks matter too much for this character, but because he has those multipliers, you can somewhat run him as a hybrid and see how well he does. Although, to be honest, I would just chappy this guy and just use him for PvP because that's just how I see it since he's a PvP character at the end of the day, so yeah, that's Chad. He's pretty good, and outside of PvP, just like Yuha, he's also good, just that I wish that he had the Walking Vortex like Yuha, but it is what it is. And now up next are going to be the fillers. So unfortunately, all of these 9 fillers that we have right here have pretty much been replaced by better characters. So unless they happen to pretty much be your fan favorites, there's just better characters to use. So starting off with Yamamoto, he's pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say pretty good. He's just okay nowadays, but he does lack the multipliers because he only has Frenzy, Havoc at 20%, Berserker 20, no Guard Break, no Affiliation Killer, which isn't that bad. There's a lot more content nowadays for, you know, no Affiliation Killers to be used. So get out with the whole no Affiliation Killer is bad, because you guys are honestly pissing me off at that point. And he was the very first character to come with innate ability, so the fact that we have extra skills is literally thanks to this character, because he has Read No Affiliation Dodges, Immolator, and Fire Immunity, so not too bad. The strong attacks are also pretty good. He's got double lunges. The first is 570 in front, the second is the 870 lunge, and then the third strong attack is full screen. Pretty good character. I did say that he was the best character for tech for that year, but I still stand by it. Now, of course, there's better units, but like, he was still pretty good. I'll have to say that much, but nowadays, unfortunately for him to be good, you need to max transcend him, so yeah. For IT, specifically. And then Chojiro, he's basically going to be a Captain Killer GQ main unit to use, so if you don't have the likes of the new Uryu or Daddy Ichigo, you can use him just fine, although the multipliers are going to be extremely low because he only has Berserker of 20%, damage to paralyzed enemies of plus 20%, and also has Frenzy plus 1 with Havoc at 20%. No Guard Break, so outside of GQ, he's not really going to be the greatest unit to use, but in terms of just being an okay character, he's got a really good kit because he has a 3k length beam in front, yeah. SA2 is the 960 in front, and then the third strong attack is going to be full screen. So yeah, his kit is at the very least marvelous, but he just lacks the actual multipliers. And yeah, no innate abilities. Literally, Yamamoto was the first character to get innate abilities, so the other two that came alongside him didn't get that. Izuru, he just doesn't have Guard Break. If he had Guard Break, I think he would have been a lot better since he has Flurry plus 1 with Bruiser 30. Weakening, you can use him in Hollow GQ, but would you really use him when we have a lot better characters, lads? He does have Last Ditch, which is nice. Poise, sure, but why no Guard Break, man? Why no Guard Break? And also, the strong attacks aren't really all that good for Guard Breaking at all, especially that SA1 because it's freaking bugged. It's the same SA1 as Azushiro, but like has 60% mag instead of 30, and like, yeah, not that good, man, not that good. SA2 is the same one as Retsu, SA3 is full screen, no Guard Break, get out, I don't care. Mayuri, they had the audacity to bring him back when we just had him on Anniversary. I'm sorry, what? All you guys really need to know is that this character doesn't have Havoc, he only has 20% Berserker, is the first character to get complete status immunity, so, and use him for IT, but why would you use him when we have Ichigo? I'm sorry. And then he also has weakened defense on the Soul Bomb. Yeah, and then his SA1 is going to be a lunge, 475 radius, 2500 length beam, and the BS 900 radius third strong attack, not even full screen, so yeah, the character's whack. He didn't age too well, unfortunately, so there's that. It's very unfortunate for this unit. Zombie Toshiro, this character doesn't have Havoc, only Berserker 20%. Why does he have long range? I don't get that, bro. I don't get that. He's on Ronker Killer. He's got freeze and weakening, so yeah, he's got double lunges, and yeah, that's all you guys really need to know. Double lunges, and then 975 AoE in front, which is actually pretty good. So yeah, at the very least, a better third strong attack, but the double lunges, in my opinion, doesn't help with this character since he doesn't have Havoc. So yeah, not much I gotta say about this character. Nemu, this character was really good upon release, but now there's just way better characters that we can use, like 5th Anniversary Ichigo, the Power Yamamoto. So like, unfortunately, this character is not too good anymore just because she doesn't have status elements. She only has Berserker 20 and Havoc at 20%. At the very least, she had the good skills from the start, so there's that. It's saying a lot. And then the kit, she basically has a lunge on first, beam on second, and then the SA3 is full screen. Nothing too special anymore, which is quite unfortunate, so yeah. It's very unfortunate, really. And now the final 3 characters, 1000 Year Blow round 5. At the very least, they did bring them back for Soifun because she still has her use in Guild Quests, unless you were doing sub 1 nuke runs, but like Yamamoto, there's just better holo killers nowadays, which is very unfortunate. He only has Frenzy, no Havoc, no Berserker, so in IT, even at max Transcender, he's not really gonna do the best damage. Like, he's just basically gonna be Mugetsu power of levels. Unless you have, per se, I don't know, Uryu buffing Yama, but like, would you really want that when you can just run Uryu as a whole? Just saying. But that being said, his kit is very good. It's the same kit as Chojiro, and matter of fact, this guy was what invented the God Kit before we got Spirit Society Viole to completely define what God Kit actually is, because he has the 2500 length beam on the SA1, 800 AoE in front, and then the third Tron Tech is 1000 radius. So basically, same kit as Chojiro. Same exact kit as Chojiro, but again, lacks the Berserker and lacks the Havoc. So yeah. And then Soifun. This character is still really good in Guild Quests. A lot of people still use her to this day because she is currently still the only melee or Ronker killer that can actually boost on the second Tron attack, which is actually saying a lot. And she does lack a good amount of damage, even though she does have normal attack damage of 20%, and outside of Guild Quests, she just doesn't have guard break, so she's not really the best character to use as a whole, but she's got a good nat string, she's got a really fast one, she can boost, and yeah, you can use her just fine for Guild Quests. And if you guys want to know the strong attacks, she has a lunge, SA2 is going to be the walking vortex and can also boost, and then the SA3 is full screen, so yeah. Just a good GQ character, nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular. And then Aizen, this guy's completely range collision king himself. His kit sucks, there's nothing good about him, and all you guys really need to know is that he has the old ass 40% shave attack, Brawling Vortex on the second, and then the SA3 is going to be the abysmal charge front attack, where without the charge it's 700, with the standard charge it's 900, and then to get the full screen third strong attack, you need to charge it for 21 seconds. And that's like the only good strong attack that we have in the game, and it's such a waste of time when I could literally be running any other freaking character than this unit right here. And if you're using this character in IT, just expect to get blacklisted a lot. That's all I gotta say, so yeah. So yeah, the only unfortunate thing is that the main banner, in terms of fillers, they're pretty outdated, but some of them do have their uses, in my opinion, and especially Chojiro and Soifun to use in Guild Quests, for that matter of fact. And then there's Yamamoto, where if you're a Yama fan and enjoy using him for IT, since he's got Immolator and will be able to inflict status summons thanks to that skill, you can use him just fine. But other than that, realistically speaking, you only are going to summon on this banner just to have the better chances of being able to pull these 1000 Year Blower characters right here. So yeah, I'm going to be summoning for sure, so expect the summons video when I can from yours truly. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have actually enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos. This has been your boy, the Dash Smasher, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, lads, and best of luck to you guys summoning. Peace out.